Good morning, welcome to week 48 of Blob on a Bike, and I have to say this ride will probably be one of my most ill-advised rides. It is below zero and I've nearly stacked it a couple of times in the first about half a mile from my house. It is cold, my head feels cold, feels like it's stuck in a freezer, but I've got some miles to make up this week, so let's get to it. I say take it easy today, I think. Woo. It is a lovely day though. Ice, ice baby. Yeah, adds a little bit of excitement to the ride, I suppose. Okay, as you can see, it's super frosty out here this morning, but I do need to get some miles in, as I said a minute ago, so I'm heading out for a quick ride, doing a loop through Highhampton, through Hatherley, and then back with a little offshoots. Should add a couple of miles to that, so I'm hoping for about 16 or 17 miles today. I should explain, I have to go to work later this afternoon. It's Sunday at the moment, but don't normally work weekends. It's a run up to Christmas, I'm really busy, plus I have to go to Plymouth tomorrow with my wife for another appointment, so I can't be at work tomorrow, so I cannot afford to get behind with my work. So as much as I don't want to go to work on a Sunday, today I am. So a bit of a quicker bike ride this morning, just to give my legs a spin. Now, hopefully I don't bin it. Constantly watching out for ice. What's that? Dartmoor National Park over there. I bet it's chilly up there. Anyway, first couple of hills are out of the way and I can almost feel my fingers now, which is good. So the objective of today's ride is not to break any records, it's to not break any of my bones on this ice. I've got a nice little downhill blast in a second. It won't be a blast at all, and it'll be a sketchy, bumpy descent. Hoping that I don't bail it. It is really sketchy. That little patch there nearly took me out. It is, man, gotta have your wits about you today. If you do any kind of little downhill bit where you're not pedaling, you just freeze up instantly. My hands now are like ice. Got to head down here now. These roads around here, there's always laying water on them, so just taking it easy today. I'd like to get around in one piece. Okay, so a couple of observations stroke moans about this morning's ride already. Firstly, totally inappropriately dressed. I have got bare skin on display and it is freezing. If I'm going uphill, it's not so bad. If I'm going downhill and not under any load, my hands just absolutely freeze up within 20-30 seconds. And first for me today on any bike ride, brain freeze. You know when you're eating ice cream too quickly and it gives you that really horrible freezing cold headache. Ice cream headache, some people call it, or brain freeze, that's what I call it anyway. But I've never had that on a bike ride before, but today is that day. And boy, does it feel like someone's just crushing my head in a vice. So I'm not really enjoying it, has to be said, but the scenery is absolutely delightful. Oh my God, am I 50 or 60 or something? It's lovely out here today. There's not a breath of wind, which is perfect for a bike ride, but I cannot go fast just because of the airflow over my bald head is absolutely taters. Man, I actually really look forward to being back home today and having a nice shower, but I need to crunch out some miles, so I'm just going to dodge more ice. You can see the ice just sitting in that field there. Roll on summer 2021, that's all I can say. Okay, since you stop, and because there's not a breath of wind, when you're just standing in the sun, it's actually quite warm. I'm going to say it's not warm, it's just a lot less cold than it is when I'm riding, because my hands are just constantly freezing up still. But it's not cold enough that the river has frozen over. That'll be quite a feat around here, I think, but it's quite sloshy, so hopefully I don't get wet and covered in mud. But I'm going to go and cross it and then head into Hatherley. Okay, nice little bridge just here, and the river looks great today. It's a nice bit of steam coming off it now, so it's really atmospheric actually, but that's not what I'm here for today. So I'm going to get on before I start freezing over again. Well, that patch of ice just there was almost the death of me. Not quite the death of me, but I nearly binned it somewhere in the road there, I suppose. Heading back now, yes. Well, that was fun riding up there. It's half water and half ice. It is slippy and horrible. But it's adding to the adventure, I guess. Got a horrible big hill to climb up now, and then it's pretty much downhill most of the way home. But I'm actually enjoying the uphill parts more at the moment, because on the downhill parts, when you're not pedalling, you just get cold. And oh, my hands, geez, my hands. Wrong gloves today. Let's do it. I'm probably a third of the way up this hill now. One of my mud guards has developed a horrible rattle. It's quite smooth here, so you can't really hear it, but it's quite annoying. So I'm certainly going to be fixing that in this week. I have to say, it's also actually warming up a bit. Now the sun's getting a little higher, it's getting a bit more pleasant, and I'm starting to feel my hands again. Still can't wait to be back home. Okay, what goes up must go down, and now I'm going down the hill. That hill's done. It wasn't as hard as I remember it, but obviously I'm a little bit fitter now than I was probably 6 months ago when I last did that. I've really got to watch out for ice here, so you're going back in my pocket. Listen to that din. I'm pretty sure it's my back mud guard. I just got off on a little wobble, see what the noise could be, and I'm pretty sure it's my back mud guard. So that's getting salty because it's really annoying. Okay, that is that done and dusted. And today we managed 17.67 miles. It wasn't fast, sorry. It wasn't even a particularly strenuous ride. Actually, I found it quite easy today, but at no stage was I pushing it to get you know, a good time or anything like that, because it was just so sketchy on the ice. But I'm glad I did that, and it's time to go inside and warm up a little bit now. I'll just leave you this. See you in a couple of days' time. I think I'll hold off for a little bit. It's a bit naff out there at the moment. Tuesday morning, and I'm almost ready to go down the post office, but I ain't going when it's like this. It's about 1 degree out there. No thanks. Right, it's Tuesday evening, and due to the weather and parcel deliveries, that kind of thing today, the bike ride never happened today. So I am at home and I'm doing the Daniel boxing workout. I think it's a new one. I haven't done this one before, I don't think, on the Davina Own Your Goals website. It's really good fun. This guy's a nutcase.
Are we fitting well? Are we ready to move on this?
It's really hard work, so I'm going to put the camera down and get on with it.
Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, out to the side. Go here. Arms in line with the shoulders. Push. Push. Let's go. Come on. Work. Drive. 4, 3, down to the floor. Go. Push. Let's go. Reach across.
Right, that's that done and dusted. Very much get the impression my legs are really going to hurt inside. Don't know what those parts are called, but that was quite a lot of squats today, which is always hard work when you're carrying this much weight, of course, but it's probably hard for everyone. But anyway, Hopefully I can get out on the bike tomorrow, so I shall see you then. Hey, it is Thursday afternoon, and welcome to another really crappy day in England. It is not meant to be raining now. In fact, on my radar, which I checked before I came out, it wasn't raining. And on my security camera it just looked damp, but it is raining and I am going to get wet, but I do need to burn some calories. It's a really tough time of year at the moment. There's lots of treats kicking about and I do like eating treats, so I can't lay off the bike in. However, throw another spanner in the works. December is also my busiest time at work, and you know, it goes without saying, as much as I enjoy the cycling and I do need to lose weight, I also need to get every order shipped daily as well. So that's a bit more important at the moment. So busy, but nicely not as busy as last year. I think because of COVID and all that rubbish. And it's actually quite nice because I'm not working every hour under the sun as I have for the last 5 years. So I have made a bit of time today to get on the bike. Haven't really got time, but it's weigh day tomorrow and I don't intend for it to be hideous. It might be bad, I don't want it to be hideous. Let's get down this hill. I am very pleased to announce that I am now riding with a bottom bracket that is not wobbling about all the time. So it's much nicer, particularly up the hills when it's under load. Oh man, it is horrible out here today. It's that horrible rain. Do you know what? I'd prefer if it's absolutely tipping it down than this horrible drizzle. It gets all inside your clothes. It's blooming horrible. But you have to get used to that kind of thing living in the UK. Anyone watching this in a dry climate, consider yourself lucky. Apart from the wildfires and stuff, of course, but at least you don't get somewhere on your bike. Oh, I'm pretty much at the top now, which is a nice feeling because I get to roll down for a little bit. I've actually done my legs a little bit of disservice doing the Daniel fighting thing, exercise, what, boxercise or whatever it is, the other day. Having not done that for a couple of months, it definitely used some muscles in my legs, which I don't use when I'm cycling. So I've been walking a bit like Tina Turner the last couple of days. There was a lot of squats and stuff like that, so I do recommend giving it a go. It is blooming hard work, but it is really good for burning a few calories and toning up at the same time. But for now, I still need to get to the post office, and especially for you, Adam, an eagle-eyed viewer who noticed that I'm quite often riding my bike to the post office but never actually get there. So today I intend to show you the post office. There's a few waves kicking around today, but I don't see any surfers. But then again, I can't see much at all anyway because I've got loads of rain on my shades. Okay, Adam, just for you, just coming up to the post office now. It's that building. I'm going to be heading in there though, to the sorting office, because I've got lots of franked mail today and it's too big for their letterbox outside the front, just so you know. There might not be anyone here, so I might end up going in the shop anyway. Okay, post office is done. Anything that you see in my videos as of this point is on my way back from the post office. Hope you enjoyed that, Adam. Okay, so I'm just heading back now the long way round via the old canal. Actually, the canal's over there. You can just see some diggers and stuff. They're fixing an old bridge. This is the old railway line actually. So I'm just going to continue along here until I reach a road called the A39, aka the Atlantic Highway, which sounds really flash, but really it's not a very nice road. apart from it's actually it is a nice road because you don't have many big roads around here, so it is an opportunity to get somewhere rather quickly compared to all the little naff roads we have around here. So I'm nearly at the end of this railway line, but I can ride along anyway, and I'm pleased to report it has stopped raining. I'm still wet, but it's actually quite pleasant now that I've got used to the coldness and dampness. Just a bit gutted I couldn't get out yesterday or Tuesday. Maybe next week. Actually, probably be worse next week. Next week is probably the busiest week of the year for me, and I've got to go to Plymouth again next Friday, which I believe is the last shipping day for the UK before Christmas. So that's going to be fun. Come on, get to the end. Oh, that'll do. My feet are wet enough as it is without that adding to it. Thank you. Did I mention it's been raining a lot here the last couple of days? Yes, it is. Okie dokie, so I am back, and that was 8.88. Sorry, 8.88. Shut up. 8.89 miles. It was pretty slow today, 9.5 miles an hour, but I'm glad I got out there and did that. I don't think I've salvaged this week. I've eaten a few nasties this week, just a little treats and things to pick out at home and stuff, you know. It is that time of year, so I do make no apologies, but yeah, hopefully it won't be bad this week. It shouldn't be, because I've actually done a bit of cycling at the weekend and today, and I've not eaten badly. It's just picking at little things in the evening and stuff. So anyway, it is weigh day tomorrow, so I will see you then, and get your fingers crossed for me. Hello guys, and welcome to the end of week 48 of Blob on a Bike. No, it's been a little bit of a funny week this week. Now we're in December, of course. I'm very busy at work. I sell online, people buy online at Christmas, particularly at the moment they can't get into the shops, so I'm very busy, so it has restricted how much time I've had to actually get out on my bike this week. On top of that, the weather the first part of this week at least was absolutely shocking. Anyway, I'm not making excuses. On top of that, I obviously have been tucking into a few festive treats over the last week as well. So I'm not making any excuses. I am expecting my weight to have gone up a bit today. I am hoping it hasn't gone too far up that I can't bring it back by the time I finish this, back down to my 3 stone or whatever. But I am still below my 3 stone. I've actually lost over 3 stone still. Last week my weight was 105.4 kilos. I'm hoping it's not too much more than that today, so let's get to it. I looked a little bit like Avid Mary in Bowl Selector. Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, so let's get to it. My weight last week was 105.4 kilos. I'm not expecting to have beaten that today, but this week has really been about damage limitation, getting out of my bike, because I am enjoying eating a few bits over the festive period. So let's get to it, see where we're at. Could be worse. Okay, so there we have it. My weight today is 105.95 kilos. So of course I'll round it up to 106 kilos, which is actually my overall target weight. So I am still at my 3 stone. It's just a little bit more than 3 stone weight loss actually. So I'm really pleased about that. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. You know, my big thing I really do like is mince pies, and this is the time of year for mince pies. I haven't had too many of course, but you know, I am trying to rein it in, but if they didn't exist I would find weight loss a lot easier. Anyway, so I did get out a few times on the bike this week, not as much as I'd like to, but I'm really pleased that I managed to get out yesterday. I might have an opportunity this afternoon to get out a little bit, but that really depends what orders come in now, because I'm really having to keep on top of those. It's a little bit busy, but nicely not as quiet as it has been for the last 5 years, so I'm getting to spend a little bit of time at home over Christmas, in the run up to Christmas anyway. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment down below and let me know how you're getting on, and you know, do a subscribe if you haven't done it already, and you'll see more rubbish like this. See you next week, week 49. Yeah.